No counting. I said, come back here. No counting. Don't you fucking pick up where Swashi Dude left off. Numbers are not allowed. And yes. Alright. Welcome to Mighty Microcomputer Corporation. We're gonna start a new career. Desire initial interview. Directed to the personnel manager, Simon Woodstock. What do we got here? Alright. No, not that. Here we go. So Small Balls Walrus guided us for a game and got fired. As was his birthright. Okay! Next up. Who will be the person to potentially guide us to victory? And thus acquire a free copy of the Political Machine 2012 on Steam, courtesy of Grimith. Here we go. Matt? You'll play Executive Suite? Sure thing, Matt. Alright. Next up, we have EDV1819. EDV1819. Would you like to play Executive Suite? No thanks. Well, there you go. Next up, we have Liamo CD. Alright, Lee. You want to play Executive Suite? Alright. Well then, you know the drill. Or maybe you don't, can call me Liam. Liam will be fine. Sometime or another you're gonna have to come up with a first name, a last name, the name of your hometown and state, various things that you did for the answer choices, if you're gonna have a spouse, the name of your spouse, how many children you had together, how many years of work experience, shit like that. Horatio will be the first name? Alright. What's the last name then, Liam? Bye, Matt. Nelson. Alright, Horatio Nelson. I can go with that. What part of the country is Horatio Nelson from? Liam. Maybe true? Maybe true it is. Very good. What is Horatio Nelson's hometown and state, Liam? Norfolk, UK. Okay. Norfolk, UK. Growing up in the West, where did you go to college? Where did Horatio Nelson go to college? State University, City College, private college, or did he never have time to go to college? State of confusion, state of affairs, State University. Alright, what was the name of Horatio's school, Liam? United Kingdom is now the 52nd state after Hallam. What's the matter, you? King Edward VI's grammar school. Last place on King Edward the Sixth's grammar school. Alright, King Edward. Alright, I can't do an apostrophe. King Edward V grammar school. What did you study at King Edward the Sixth's grammar school? I couldn't capitalize the I and, the number, the Roman numeral 6 anyway, courtesy of the fact that shift doesn't work there. It capitalizes what it wants to. Boys? Alright. How did you do in your studies, Horatio? Great, scored all the time, summa cum laude, Dean's List, who cares, or didn't make it? Yes? Boys? 2. Did you go on to graduate school, or had you had enough education after King Edward the Sixth's grammar school? In Norfolk, UK, the United States. Did you go on to a ranked university? Did you tour Europe? Did you attend a good local school? Or did you jump from school to work to make money? Alright. How many years of prior work experience does Horatio have? Touring Europe seems kind of redundant at this point. -5? You can't enter a negative number. I'm going to round to 0 for you. I saw on the sports page of the Giants one, if you are a sports enthusiast, what interests you? Golf, tennis, armchair quarterbacking, sailing, or competitive drinking? 4, obviously. I have a few personal questions. I hope you don't mind cooperating. How old is Horatio Nelson? $22? He's asking me, like, Arr? What is Horatio Nelson's sex? Male or female? You can't be undecided. The game sass mouths you. Male. What is your current marital status, Horatio? Divorced, single, or married? Poor Applejack, forever denied. Single. After all this talk, Simon Woodstock is feeling very comfortable about your application. Just to see if I'm on track, how you describe yourself. Blind ambition, I just want to reach the top. Technician, I love to make things work. Party person, I love people. Work before pleasure, but I always make time for my family and friends. Or work as a hobby, life is meant for living. Blind ambition. Let's see what entry-level positions MMC might have available for you. The economy is depressed, though. And as such, you got 2s and 1s available. Four? Alright, accounts payable clerk it is. Employee status change form, Mighty Microcomputer Corporation. Horatio Nelson is 22. Is an accounts payable clerk, making $18,000 per year. He's got his own desk, medical plan, a 1-week vacation, and a picture of Malcolm Farnsworth, and an official Mighty Microcomputer Corporation jacket. Bernard, a driver in your carpool, is late 4 days in a row during a crucial period of the M&M3 microcomputer launch. Do you get out of the carpool, give Bernard a new alarm clock, or continue arriving late? Yeah, a picture of Malcolm Farnsworth III himself, the president of MMC. 2. People are late, not alarm clocks. He can't read the time if his eyes are closed. Your work group asks you to contribute to Carrie Hoffman's birthday gift, a Corhogo hanging from West Africa. Just by coincidence, you have already purchased the same gift for Carrie. What do? Pay and hold your gift, pay and give your gift, refuse to pay and give your gift. Picture of Farnsworth in a sexy, sexy pose. 3, screw those guys. You antagonize your peers in record time. Carrie loves the two Corhogo hangings, but becomes upset when you use one to dry your hair after Bernard has poured a glass of water on you. Bucky Carter, MMC's leading salesperson, invites you on a 3-day weekend to a posh ski resort. Do you skip one day of work? Yes or no? Well, Destroyer, he might already have an alarm clock and be ignoring that anyway. Maybe he won't even set the alarm. Bernard might give no fucks. One day isn't much. Acceptable to call in sick if you've corrected your tardiness problem. If you return with frostbite or a broken leg, your illness may only be starting. You did a poor job, Horatio. You'll be remembered for providing ineffective solutions to problems, an antisocial attitude, aggressively seeking top manager exposure, but you'll have the good words Bucky Carter says about you. But the economy has improved. Obviously, things aren't going your way at MMC, Horatio. With trepidation, you open the top envelope in your morning mail. Dear Horatio, MMC regrets to say that... Get fucked! But on the bright side, your current value is $626,000 because you have a solid family life and you got fired at 23. That's the money you'll make for the rest of your life, I guess. How about that? Hit the road, Jack. Obviously, I need to show you people how to play this game. Alright, fine. Start a new career. Desire initial interview. Grimith. Reaper. I consider myself South. Hometown and state. We'll go with Get Fucked SC. Well, I did go to a state university. I went to the University of South Carolina. What did I study there? Liberal arts. I did amazing. Fuck you. And then I jumped from school to work to make money. How many years of prior work experience do I have? We'll say that we're just in a new position here. We got none. Obviously, I care about armchair quarterbacking. How old am I? I don't want to use my real age here, because this is just when I apparently got back out of school. I'll give myself something general and generous and realistic. We'll say 22. Male, single... work as a hobby. Life is meant for living. I make an oppressive applicant, and the economy is depressed. Alright. I don't think it counts triple digits. Probably not. We'll go ahead and be a sales trainee, sure. I got the job. $18,000 per year. I got my first keychain, bitches. I'm gonna go drinking with the boys here. And I'm gonna go back to my room and study before sleep, because I don't want to go to the little palace of pleasure. I'm gonna go ahead and try to contact Jack Stark. If you want some time to recover from these options, I fucking know most of these things now. I'll be fine. Try to contact Jack Stark. It'll be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and call. And Stark sputtering ends when he hears the story. Offhandedly, he offers thanks for your initiative in calling. Jack has always advocated to reach out and touch someone's philosophy. Bucky gets info. All's well that ends well. I did a good job after 1 year. Good relations with the sales force, resourcefulness, and pragmatic decision-making. The economy has improved a fair. Gonna go ahead and pick a job as customer service clerk. And I'm remembered for good things. Woo! $23,000 per year. I got 2 keychains. And a 2-week vacation. And my own desk. And a working telephone. The game's piss easy once you've beaten it a time or two. There really aren't many situations. The most difficult situations end up being the ones at the top, which are the ones you encounter the least often. But the ones down here at the bottom, I mean, just seeing you people play through this game over the past now 3 days of live streaming would teach anyone what the good and poor options at the bottom of the chart are. Anyway, Bucky Carter, a key salesman, asked you to find him a copy of a report as you were preparing to leave for an evening engaged with an opera upon love interest. I'm going to help Bucky Carter. Although in a hurry, you have helped Bucky. This is appreciated and you are told of a sales project opportunity. You appease your romantic interest with a small token of affection. In addition, Bucky Carter's a friend. Besides, I've recorded Executive Suite before in the past. This is not a speed run, definitely not. You're in the middle of a conversation with an irate customer and Sam Danger, Vice President of Marketing, comes in. I'm going to put the customer on hold. Sam Danger is more important. Coming through the receiver makes the telephone too hot to handle. I cool it down. He understands. For the first time in weeks, you have a conflict in an evening activity. No, I don't. I'm going to my romantic interest's birthday. And I save money on heating costs in the winter months by relieving some libidinal pressure buildup. Too intense with Grimith getting another hiccup. I did drop some frames there. 275. The internet was like, we need some more frames. Oh well. Shit happens. Sometimes people misplace frames. Internet's not perfect. The economy is fair. Woo! I'm gonna be a salesman because I'm awesome. No, I'm always a salesman so many times. We've seen a lot of salesmen. Let's be a marketing assistant instead. We got good words from Bucky Carter, and we got the job of marketing assistant. $30,000 per year. We got our own desk, 2-week vacation, an official jacket, and an allowance. Need to install more Windows to save. To make a Grimace trait, you must first invent the internet. I'm too hot for this game. I could turn on, have some guest commentary from my air conditioner. We'll do that later. Sam Danger, the Vice President of Marketing, wants me to see a client on my vacation to Iowa to visit my in-laws, because apparently I got married with my romantic interest. We saved that much money. There's nothing to do in Iowa. You can get fucked, except for potatoes. That's in Idaho. That means Iowa really has nothing. Good. You hurry from your building to your car in order to get a special delivery package to the post office before it closes. A well-dressed man asked me to help start his Mercedes. Sure, I'll help. And I'll even agree to go to this party of deadly Farnsworths. But I'm going to decline the information and the invitation to join the adversaries. I am perceived as the enemy and are lucky to get a second drink. The Vice President of Sales, Red Turner, invites you to spend an afternoon drinking with clients the same day your monthly report is due. Well, absolutely, I would like to accept that. I'm late with the monthly report, but I'm not late with Red Turner. And I got an anonymous copy of Real Men Don't Eat Quiche, and that's what really matters in life, right? And I did a good job. I had an aggressive go-getter approach, I remained loyal to management, and I made friends with senior sales management. The economy is remaining fair. Let's go ahead and be... we'll go ahead and be a compensation. No, we saw that. Actually, we really did see all the 5s, didn't we, last time? That's not going to be any fun. We'll just be an assistant product manager then. Remember for good things, $38,000 per year. Badass, deleted link. Hooray! We have a winner. I'm not the only one who knows how to climb the ladder. Kisk knows how to climb the ladder. He's familiar with the game. He could have gotten to the top, to the executive suite, if he hadn't chose to accept the President of the International Division offer. Because he just didn't remember that option. He just wanted to experiment with that. At a little-known cafe, you see your counterpart, MNC's main competitor, having lunch with a employee of Nippon Central. They leave hurriedly. I tell you what, I'm a nice guy, feeling benevolent. I'm going to return the binder. I'm going to embarrass you deeply. That's right. Ha-ha, you're dumb. We both know you're dumb now. I discover a salesman receiving kickbacks from my largest customer. That's not my fucking problem. And I'm gonna offer to take Sigmund to a sushi bar. Pointed and not subtle indicator of awareness. I did an average job because I ran away from my problems. I'm a terrible person. Nose. Thought I had resourcefulness and good judgment, and the economy is expanding. I'm making a lateral movement. No, I'm inefficient. I did terrible. I'm a permanent failure at everything. I can't climb a ladder worth a damn. I'm gonna go ahead and be an accounting supervisor now. $39,000 per year. You discover an accounting fraud while preparing for an IRS audit. The details involve Vincent, the president's nephew. I'm gonna go ahead and tell Jason Parlay, my boss. And I fulfill my responsibility. Jason Parlay, the senior vice president of finance and administration, are having a meeting. A Red Turner calls, demands an immediate invoice approval. Fine, I'll interrupt the meeting. Jason's first reaction is to have you shot, but Brooks turns the situation around. Seems the executive vice president himself grew dynamic into a major account and signs the memo himself. Jason notes you are one of his boys as you leave. Your chief rival Bernard is accused of damaging computer files. It's because he has a dumb dating system. Carrie thinks your idea is the stupidest thing he's ever heard, even when you turn out to be right. Bernard invites you to toast Carrie at a local bar after work. You buy the first round. And I did an average job. Because I aggressively sought top management exposure because I didn't help Bernard out and I didn't make a friend. Which means I have more lateral movement. As I'm a terrible person, and I didn't make the right options to break my job level to 6. Nose. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and be a compensation supervisor, rather. I remembered for a bunch of good things, and I have a new job. No. Frank Herman, the vice president of manufacturing, asked me to give a higher than normal salary. Sure. You get a good reputation with blind people. You have the judgment to be flexible in company policy when it's in MMC's best interest. You hope Frank returns the favor when you want to transfer into manufacturing. MMC is under heavy pressure from women employees about compensation strictures. Ah, fuck you. I'm reporting the situation accurately. Joyce Stern is furious with you. The MMC's Women Coalition promises you a high position under MMC's first woman president. You promise to hold your breath until 2083. Helena Gray, close friend, files for workers' compensation. I'm going to try to talk some sense into her, because she's dumb. That's right. She's forgotten all about her scam, because she's dumb. And I did a good job. Had good judgment. I befriended some people. I put off the powerful Joyce Stern. I had good interpersonal skills and positive management style. But the economy is now depressed. So that means I won't actually be able to cross the level 5 hurdle. I'll go be a production foreman. Sigh. Gotta be firm but fair. We saw this one before. We're gonna hold a grievance meeting. And then... recommend that she not be promoted. Blah blah blah. Bad song. It's an average job, because I had a bureaucratic approach to problem solving. The economy is fair. That leaves me with my last level 5 job. Nose. What I know about the robber barons? You should ask SKS, although he is on vacation. SKS just did a fucking segment about that shit in one of his history classes that he taught. I don't know anything that Google can't already teach you in 5 minutes. Alright, engineer. Conrad Edison, I'm going to go ahead and disclose the flaw here, the microcomputer design. That's going to have a bunch of controversy. Senior management has dragged its heels on increases, salary increases. I'm going to pose the job action. And then I'm going to avoid the situation and study for an advanced engineering certificate. Whoa! Spring break. And I did a good job. Again. I acted in a progressive and decisive manner. I stood up for product quality. I remained loyal to management. And I stayed out of office politics. And the economy is fair. I got an engineering project manager. I'm following in the steps of Walrus. And I got the job. Woohoo! Spring break. We're gonna go with advanced design here. I'm gonna go ahead and accept the decision, however sad it might be. And I'm gonna give her time off for personal affairs. We already saw this section earlier in the broadcast, so There's no need to recover it again. And I did a good job that fast. After 2 years. And the economy is expanding. All of my options are 7s. And now I'll slow down and we can actually read through these options. I'll go ahead and pick Production Control Manager. We'll have the job here. We've been working with M&C for 10 years. Making $71,000. I got a private office, an allowance, a life insurance policy, Chevy company car, access to the Watts line, and garage parking. Grimith is just replaying the video while this is run. Yup, true facts. I have it sped up. So, you must lead OSHA inspectors on a plant tour to investigate an unsafe condition charge made by an anonymous caller. You attitude is be Mr. Nice Guy, ask for court order, give a cryptic tour, try to intimidate them. I'll be Mr. Nice Guy. They wonder what you're hiding but are polite during inspection, then they come buzzing around the plant like bees to honey for a few weeks. They can discover no problems and are very disappointed. You must adjust production schedules to allow for the introduction of the M&M4 systems. You construct a new facility, use linear programming for efficiency and timeliness, do by hand out of consideration for individual workers' needs, or I'm going to add a third shift for new products. Employ experienced workers to handle the most difficult working conditions. If you've established effective communications previously, this is an easy and cost-effective solution. Ignore union employees' comments about ASPCA investigations. You must make recommendations on the distribution of manufacturing equipment between new and old plants of the M&M4 project. I'm going to be fair. New equipment is split according to need and responsibility for the greatest productivity. Both plants reach peak efficiency quickly. Your savvy is indicated in your annual bonus. I did a good job. After 2 years, positive management style, open manner of addressing problems, cost-effective solutions, team player instincts, and I had a sense of fair play. Rockefeller was a good guy, and JP Morgan treated his workers like crap. I gave them ice cream. I'm not sure I would exactly call Rockefeller a good guy. Arbitrary is dangerous, old dragon. You gotta avoid that forever and ever. You also called me Grimith, but nice. How many ranks are there in Executive Suite? 12? 13? Arbitrary is not the best ruler trait. The economy is fair, and I have plant manager, which I will now become. Remember, for a bunch of good things, 83,000 per year. Let's keep going. Anticipated market demand for the M&M4 model was very high. Functional? Facilities are satisfactory to workers, the finance department, and productivity quotas. Woohoo! I treat myself to a bottle of Dom Perignon. Manolo and Harvey, 2 workers specially trained in fragile packing and shipping, turn out to be illegal aliens. Let the workers be arrested? I'm not standing in the way of immigration. You lost a day's work, 2 good workers, and a lot of faith from other employees. However, Manolo and Harvey returned 60 days later with different shirts and the same willingness to work. An entire shift walks out in sympathy with 2 deported workers during a crucial period on the M&M4 production line. I will meet with the workers. Woohoo! I wins. All dragon. It'll be okay. No one will remember your deeds. And I did a good job after 3 years. Woo! Spring break. But the economy is now depressed. Nevertheless, I've clawed my way with all of my good performances to the possibility of Vice President of Manufacturing. Which I got. Yay! Go Grimith. Team get fucked. YouTube will remember, though. He'll remember you as much as the real world's Auld Lang Syne. Auld Lang Syne. Should all acquaintance be forgot? Administration notes that personnel turnover in MMC's home plan is nearly 60% annually. Let's institute an employee communications plan through Benton Bowles, the Vice President of Public Relations. The opportunity to air complaints can take the steam out of this teapot. At worst, Benton Bulls will bore the employees into passivity. Quality control problems surface in the home plant while training new employees to take over strikers. B.T. Barnum files an official complaint. I'll proceed and investigate. Woohoo! I turn water into wine for my next act. The home planet? Yes. The wrench is attacking me. Protect me. I can't save you. My furniture still matches. I'm awesome. You know, Maxwell Damage, this was like a challenge for myself in middle school. I did memorize the words of that song. It was like one of those like mental exercises I did whenever I was a teenager and I had a lot more free time than what I do. And I entertained myself. Na 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 Leonard Bernstein. You can't forget about Lenny Bruce and Lester Bangs, goddammit. Birthday party and cheesecake and jelly bean, boom. You're caught up in a major political battle as different plants compete for production orders on the M&M4 line. Well, obviously it's going to go to the home plant. Greatest control, capacity, and production capability. And I did a good job after 3 years. Optimistic outlook, pragmatic decision-making, cost-effective solutions, and good judgment. Nice, Maxwell. The economy is depressed, but I'm still moving up in the world. Senior Vice President of Operations, here I come. $170,000 per year at 40 years old. Private corner office, $10,000 in stock options, $20,000 expense budget, executive washroom key, Mercedes company car, and executive exercise program. Woo! The M4 hits the market and suddenly you need more production capacity to respond to a sales spurt. I'm going to solve the problem of how I solved it the last time. I'm going to add a third shift. You choose a flexible response to a fluctuating market. As business settles down, you incorporate the best third shift workers into the first 2 shifts. Suddenly your team resembles the LA Dodgers farm system, but the extra work keeps you from getting a Tommy Lasorda stomach. Barney Stone, the newly arrived national production manager, is held hostage in a Middle Eastern country. Oh, I remember this option. Shit, it has been so long. Oh, it's been a long time since I've seen this option. Executive exercise program, yeah, it goes well with cheese. Everyone in chat screaming, ad. Well, obviously, folks, come on, man. I'm gonna launch a raid to recapture Barney. Who the fuck do you think people think you're kidding? May work if you can get H. Ross Perot involved. You certainly establish a firm position, and morale soars among expatriate employees. An economic downturn means that sales orders are down and production costs must be trimmed. Let's see. Gonna hold staff and absorb the losses. The short run, this may be preferable to the inestimable damage of losing staff, especially when you start receiving books on Japanese management anonymously. Nevertheless, I did a good job, because I showed good judgment, I had pragmatic decision-making, I supported and having had faith in my people, and I had strong leadership qualities. That's right, damn it. Yeah, Cloak, that happened a long time ago. And the economy is expanding. Fuck this shit! Fuck all of you! Welcome, Grimith. I believe you know everyone on the board of directors. Many of us wouldn't mind changing places with you, a nominee for MMC's presidency. We'd like to review your very interesting career at MMC. The board of directors always likes to look at a nominee's positive traits. Grimith, in reviewing your files and talking to your peers, you're remembered for your commitment to quality work, your sense of fair play, your cost-effective solutions, and the healthy attention paid to your personal life. In our review, the board also came across some unpleasant incidents in your work record, such as not standing your ground under pressure, putting out the powerful Joyce Stern, aggressively seeking top management exposure, and running away from problems. The board must now consult on your nomination to the executive suite. While the board takes a break, perhaps Alfred Lazarus, our newest board member, can show you the executive suite. Alfred says he is impressed with your background. As you return to the boardroom, Alfred pulls you into a small conference room. He compliments your style and offers to double your salary if you'll come to his company, National Transport, as executive vice president. I'm very tempted to say yes here, just to fuck with you people. Kind of like how Kisk took the bow and became president of the international division. I'll go ahead and say no. Congratulations, the executive suite is yours for the taking. Continue unmolested to the board of directors. Woo! The board hopes you will enjoy your new offices. The compensation committee has tried to make your compensation package as attractive as the view from the executive suite. Let's see how accounting evaluates your current worth. So obviously, one of the major hurdles in the game is getting past that job level 5. You need to know what job paths are the best to take. Alternatively, you can spend time within that purgatory and accrue positive qualities and traits, because they can outweigh the negative qualities you will otherwise accrue. Afterwards, you just have to make sure you don't bungle your way to the top, because the higher you get, the more harmful a negative response will be, especially as you get older. All the same, Kisk retired with, he became president of the international division with less than $2 million in the bank. You've got $523,000 there for annual salary, $40,000 for personal expense budget, $200,000 for stock options. Title of president, completely skipped the executive vice president. Cash value, office, Mercedes, garage parking, other perks. Occupied executive suite, family life, and I was only 43. That's a pretty nice hit there at the end. Obviously, that could be better, but the timing of that expanded economy there, that was absolutely gorgeous. You can't put a value in casual sex. $55,000 worth of keychains. And that is how the Trioptimum Corporation was formed after 10 years. They began building their famous bulletproof windows. Grimith, you better hurry home to pack. You don't want to miss the board's annual European retreat. We leave tomorrow at 10. Dashing through the airport, you pick up the Wall Street Journal. No one can miss this front page article. Grimith Reaper named MMC head. Grimith Reaper has been named president of Mighty Microcomputer Corporation, according to an announcement released by the board of directors yesterday. Mr. Reaper is the unanimous selection to occupy MMC's heralded executive suite. The new president joins the short list of employees to work their way up the company to the top position. MMC has a firm policy of promoting from within, and Mr. Reaper was given the nod for work done on MMC's M4 and MAD systems introductions, which revolutionized the industry. This is the best flight to Europe ever! Gray Flannel Fun and your friends at MMC wish you well in the real world or on your next attempt at the executive suite. Alright, Chucklefucks. Here's what we're gonna do. Now that you saw that, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna get something to drink. I'm gonna stop the stream so that I can upload this video separately. And when we come back, I'm gonna throw this to the fucking group of Chucklefucks again for group voting. 1 vote per person per section. And we're going to see whether the Chucklefucks can get themselves to the goddamn executive suite. So fucking take some time, get something to drink, recharge your batteries, 2 or 3 minutes. Can you guys do it? We'll wait and see.